Most of us are concerned about what our future is holding for us with regards to memory and function. One of the things that we're coming across over and over is the relationship between exercise and brain function. You heard it right. You know, many years ago, back when I went to school, they were saying once your nerves are damaged, there is no repair. Now we're finding out that's definitely not the case. And certainly there are things we can do now to give us a better batting average when it comes to the elder years of our life. They did a study, this is quite interesting, I just read the actual study, where they divided three groups of people. One only did weightlifting, the other one did brisk walking without being able to talk, so we're talking about more like aerobic, and the third group did nothing. And what they found was quite astonishing. After 6 months, they did a brain assessment of these people, and they found out that the ones that did just the weightlifting, they actually improved their problem-solving ability and multitasking and complex thought processing. So that was the weightlifting group. Then the group that did aerobic exercise, which was brisk walking without being able to talk, they actually challenged and activated the part of the brain PDNF, which has to do with promoting neuron production and growth. So they had better memory, so to speak. And the combination group, obviously, they're finding out that the combination group actually combining weightlifting and aerobics did the most benefit. And of course, the third group that didn't do anything, obviously, they had no change. Interestingly enough, with yoga specifically, yoga exercises, which are so popular, we're able to integrate thoughts and emotions, that part of the brain, the most. So each type of exercise actually impacts our different portions of the brain. And so if we can do them now, preventatively, if we can do things now, it's definitely much more beneficial. They're finding out between the ages of 8 to 11, this becomes highly important. So very, very important to have an exercise program for our children. Unfortunately, our lifestyle does not dictate that, so we need to incorporate it into our daily routine. One thing they found out was they actually had the study was done on a group of overweight inactive children, and while they didn't, after this study was done, they didn't lose any weight, their brain function was actually improved tremendously. Another thing that was interesting in this article that I read, the type of sport training which becomes more routine, they're finding that if it becomes long-term, it actually creates a deficit in attention of the individual. So that's a setback there. So it's very important that while we have athletes that are doing sports training, to incorporate other types of exercises. Again, weightlifting, combination of weightlifting and aerobics is the best combination. And really, if you think about it, in my opinion, when it comes to workout, the best thing to do is to do interval training when you do super fast for a short span of time, and then followed by about 30 seconds of rest. Rest not meaning dead stop, but slow down activity. And you do it for a series of 8 sessions. So that's more of a combining aerobic, and it also activates the fast-acting muscle fibers, which produce the highest amount of growth hormone, which has to do with weight loss. And then incorporating that into a weightlifting session. And by the way, when they did a study to see what was the best frequency of doing these exercises, the best thing was to do them on a daily basis, about 30 minutes a day. That created the most benefit. So again, when it comes to prevention, it's very, very important to be active. This should not be a surprise. It's not a lotion or a cream that you put or a pill that you pop that will activate your brain. You have to be active to activate the brain, no matter how you look at it. I hope this helped, and remember, you're the designer and the director of your own life, so design and direct it the way you want to see. Stop blaming everything else for what you're dealing with and take control. I hope this helped. Take care.